Yo, what's up, boys? Today, stayed out of the markets. We had pretty much high impact news, but it was the day before NFP. And if y'all don't know anything about NFP, pretty much I like to trade the Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and the Fridays of NFP week. Typically, Thursdays, the day before NFP, are pretty shite, as well as Monday, especially if there's no news. So, stayed out Monday. Yesterday, traded. Or no, Tuesday, didn't trade. Yesterday, traded. Today, didn't trade. Then Friday, I'm going to trade after the news comes out, right? And we'll hopefully get a big ass move tomorrow. So, as you can see, no trades were taken today. This is my trade yesterday, so no trades were taken at all today on my live account, or on my fundeds, or my challenges, my fault. But it was a bit iffy today, right? So going into the day, let me mark out these each sessions, right? So we have 6 p.m., which I always mark out the new day open, right? New day open, and what do you see right here, right? An extremely obvious gap, right? This is called the new day opening gap, also known as the in dog, okay? So this is the in dog, right? And there was typically with these in dogs, you see price, manipulate and run within it throughout the night before the market actually opens. But we completely left this open, right? From yesterday closing at 4:45, the session closing at 4:45, to the open at 6 p.m. of the new daily candle, we gapped down and we failed to run up into it, okay? So that was the first confluence for higher prices, right? Second confluence was yesterday. The entire day we just sailed off. So marked out the equilibrium of the range, and I wanted to see higher prices to the new day opening gap as well as the equilibrium, right? And marking out the London session as well, and the New York session, 8:30, right? And looking at this, obviously Asia we dumped. London, I thought we'd form the manipulation, which you see is right here, right? It's an internal SMT at this low, which is kind of random. Now looking back at it, I didn't know how it was going to distribute price, but it did end up distributing price higher. But I expected for there to be a full continuation higher up into Asia buy side up here, as well as this new day opening gap, okay? And what happened was, we did distribute, so I was correct, we did distribute from this SMT during London session, okay? We did end up booking higher. We failed to swing the protected lower here, and from there on, we bumped higher, right? Respecting a bullish PD raise, okay? So market opened, I messed up, and I did see this SMT at this high, but I was so stuck on being bullish that because I thought that this little push up right here wasn't enough. Hey, shut the fuck up. Okay. So, yeah, I expected for us to continue pushing higher, but we never did, sadly. But, what I learned from this is, just to always be open to multiple options in your trading, right? If, I would have been right here, I would have been 50-50, more so looking for, where do I see displacement first? That's when, I can really choose, okay, where is the market going to go? Because looking at it now, I mean, obviously I'm going to say hindsight, it looked bearish. Because this would be the Judas swing right here off of open. We used this SMT to distribute higher, but from here, when market opened, we formed this second SMT, which could distribute us lower to these smooth lows, okay? But again, that's all hindsight. If I just stayed 50-50 and said, okay, we have the manipulation during London as well as we have a Judas swing, okay, at the highs. So we have converging SMT. It's 50-50, right? So from there on, I should have went like, okay, I should have, could have, would have, but obviously, I'm learning from this. Next time I'm faced with a similar situation, I will try and remember to, be on more of the sidelines and be more of an observer and wait and see what happens first, where we displace first, before, creating that hard, like that 100% bias. Because, if I didn't hold bullish right here, and I waited to see what would happen to these bissies, then I wouldn't have held so bullish. If I look to my Discord, I'm waiting. We have two converging SMTs, very 50-50 right now. Waiting to see what happens. Because we also tapped into a 4-hour SIBI right here. This very tiny 4-hour SIBI. Okay? So from a 4-hour SIBI, we expect a 15-minute market maker sell model, right? So we have the original consolidation down here, smooth lows, smart money reversal, continuation lower to finish off the sell curve of the 15-minute market maker model, right? And if I just held the bias of, okay, waiting until, you know, like what we get, how we react to these 15-minute bissies pretty much is pretty much based on my bias, instead of just coming up with the hard you know, bias, just straight up. That's the only bias I'm gonna have, and just sticking to that. It kind of fucked me up. But we displaced lower, destroying and, you know, disrespecting this bullish SMT. So from there, kept that in mind, and I expected a full distribution lower after breaking this SMT. Full distribution lower, even though at this point we did have, like, somewhere within here we did have SMT. As we were dumping, we had SMT. ES already took out the prior week low when we were at, like, this point, okay? Bro, they are so fucking loud. Holy shit. I can't wait to fucking be in a penthouse. Okay, yeah, and so, like, we were dumping so much to the point where, like, bro, we're not going to manipulate down 200 points. Okay, we're not going to form a bullish SMT at the prior week low, right? 300 points down into the New York AM session and then pump right back up. That is very, like, improbable, especially the day before NFP. That's most likely not going to happen, okay? And so I kept that in mind, and I was, okay, I'm still just going to stay bearish and expecting the prior week lows to hit on both markets, right? And that is exactly what happened. And what I noted to my Discord was that I'll write this out real quick, was that we are waiting for this 15-minute, any of these 15-minute SIBIs to get retraced into for a low time frame market maker sell model, okay? Again, same thing with the 4-hour. If there is a 15-minute SIBI or a 15-minute BISI, whatever, if there's a 15-minute SIBI in this situation, you want to go on the lower time frame, and whenever the 15-minute SIBI gets hit and engaged, you want to go on the lower time frame on the 1-minute or the 5-minute and find a market maker sell model. And that's just how the markets work. Like, it's just how it works. If you really think about it, I'm not going to overcomplicate it, whatever. All you got to know, 15-minute SIBI gets, you know, engaged, expect a 1-minute market maker sell model, okay? So what I did was hop on the 5-minute, and, you know, I was obviously paper trading. I took this on my paper account. Let me pull up the paper. I don't know if it's, yeah. Made 9 bands. I did 5 contracts, but I forgot I was in NASDAQ. But yeah, let me pull up the executions. And I took a short right here. Let me show. Yeah, so price is displaced so much it will most likely won't stop until the prior week low has been met. Looking for shorts if we get retracement into the 15-minute SIBI about to be formed, which is right here. And at this point, we were like 9 minutes away from forming a new candle, which could have caused a retracement higher into this 15-minute SIBI. And that is exactly what fucking happened. Right? We retraced into the 15-minute SIBI right here. Hopped on the 5-minute. And I saw this beautiful singular inversion. We still have the prior week low below. We still haven't taken it, swept it, right? And that was my main draw on liquidity. Excuse me, boys. And executed, I think it was like right here at that, and then put my stop loss at the close above. If price is truly bearish, it's not going to come up and you know, run through and disrespect this order block right here, right? And so yeah, and we had this SMT at the highs as well, another internal SMT on the low time frame. And when you see, you know, like low time frame and high time frame SMT can you know, like working together, bro, it's beautiful, right? If you get a high time frame SMT, you know where the manipulation is for the day, for the daily power of 3. And you can hop on the low time frame and also catch another SMT, a clean SMT like this one, you know, within the same direction, bro. That is a good ass trade. If everything aligns, it is a good ass trade. So price displaced lower, got my entry right here on my paper account, and wrote it out all the way to the prior week low. Stopped to break even. Took 2 contracts off just because I felt like it. I don't really take partials that much, but decided to do it right here. And then we ended up retracing up into this 15-minute or 5-minute SIBI. And I want y'all to pay attention real quick to how these candles, the candles' bodies are closing. Okay, look at how we're failing to close within it. Okay, yes, we're barely closing in it. That doesn't really matter. Again, it's all perspective. We are we are barely closing into that. Okay, it'll be different if we closed halfway and shit like that. But no, we are closing damn near the bottom of the 5-minute SIBI, right? And that is, we were just mohawking it, right? Just wicking it. And that is a very good sign for bearish price, pretty much. So saw that, as well as another confirmation SMT right here to send us lower to my full take profit. So hope you boys enjoyed today's video, found some help from it. If you want to join the Cree Discord, I'll leave it in the description, and I hope you have a blessed day. Peace out.